Success is living your best life with the gift that God gave you. That's success. That's what success is. If you were born to teach and you're teaching, that's success. If you were born to care, that's success. If you were born to be a first responder, to serve and protect, if you were born to serve the military and you in the military, that's success. It ain't money or fame. That is a lot of people got money and fame. That ain't success, man. That's hard anyway. So that's really what I would call success. I'm successful in my own right because I took the gift God gave me and I pounded it, man. I just pounded it. I just did this gift he gave me and I just worked it. Well, I kept the faith the whole time, but the whole time I was believing, I was working. Faith without works is dead. You can believe all you want if you ain't gonna put no effort behind it. So I just pounded the gift. It just so happens I have a gift that I've learned to multiply. And then I put some financial goals to it. And through the grace of God, I got it. I mean, but really, if you look at my life, it's really God's grace, man, because I don't really deserve the life I have. I really don't. I don't work no harder than no other man in here. This is favor. God just showed me favor, man. He gave me a life way bigger than the one I was planning on wasn't this big. I ain't see all this happening. That's why it kills me. People win awards and they go, I always knew I'd be here. Really? I'd be stunned when I watch people on award shows. I always knew I'd be here. I dreamed of this. Really? You dreamed of this? I didn't. I didn't even know this existed. I know nothing about no jets. I was a little boy. Jet. I wanted a bike. People kill me, man. They get there and they don't say nothing to God about it. That's why your hand don't go back there on your back, because it don't belong back there. You ever tried to pat yourself on the back? It don't go back there because it don't belong back there. And you got people, man, get up on these award shows and they don't mention God. They ain't got nothing to say to God. They go on the other side. I had a fire manager one time. I was on stage thanking God at this award show. When I came on stage, Steve always getting on stage thanking God. He don't never thank the people. I went, whoa, dog, hold on. When you take yourself to put yourself in front of God on the list of things I should be thanking, it's time for me and you to separate. Because I don't know who you think you are. You're not it, bro. You're not the reason. He wouldn't told everybody he was the reason for my success. But you're not. I made him. We'll make another one. I got better idea. Make yourself. Just go make you. If you know how to make a star, make yourself one. It pay good. You ain't even got to go find a client. You know what you start figuring out? I don't need that no more. See, I got 2 divorces, but they was all for different reasons. You ain't gonna get me twice. You gotta get some new to get me. One thing I had to learn, it's not my job to make another person happy. That's not my job. And if you're trying to make somebody else happy, you done signed up for a miserable ass, no-win job. Because this person should already be happy. You come along to compliment her. What makes me and my wife work is she's a happy person. She do by herself. She don't want to go golfing. Thank you, Jesus. But my wife loves Paris. I don't want to go to Paris every time. But she loves that and then she goes somewhere with just her girls because I don't want to go. Now give us space. We'll make each other happy. But I learned that from failures. When I first wrote that book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, how he gonna tell us how to be in a relationship? He been divorced twice. Well, at least I know how to get somebody. You sitting up in the house by yourself. I can write a book about relationship because I know how to get somebody. I know how to treat a person. But somebody trying to help you by learning from their failures, trying to share it with you, and you looking at their failures, talking about they can't tell you nothing. But yes, they can. You know what they can tell you? How not to fail. Ain't that what you trying to do? So remember, the failures are part of the process. All you need is one hit. They ain't even gonna write about the failures. They don't even write about my homelessness no more. You know what they write about? All these hit shows. That's what they write about. They not hiring me because I was homeless. They hired me because I make hits. And I ain't had a bunch of hits. I ain't had a bunch of hits. But all I needed was one. All I needed was one. And then they come with another one and another one and another one. I only needed one hit. Once you get one hit, y'all, you have a track record. And people hire you based on that. Keep the faith. Don't lose the faith. Don't ever quit. Because you don't know when God gonna flip. He gonna flip the switch. But if you quit, you ain't there for the flip switching. Then you want something that's not for you, and you're not gonna get it. You can want something that, like I love golf, but I can't be a professional golfer. I don't give a how hard I want it. I can't play. I can't get the ball to go where I aim it. It just don't go over there. It goes somewhere around there, but it ain't close enough. So, you know, you got to make sure you're gifted at it first, young people. Identify your gift. Man, all of you are gifted. It's the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. You got to identify that. Nothing else matters in your life except your gift. You got to identify your gift. God gave all of you a gift. I'm not the only gifted person in this room. God never created a soul he didn't give a gift to. Reuben's gift is, Reuben has the ability to make people happy. Now you think, well, how's that a gift? Well, he's the #1 warm-up act in all of Hollywood. He's the warm-up act on more shows than anybody in this business. No one is the warm-up act for more shows than Reuben. No one. He's the absolute best. Because he's non-offensive, he's non-abrasive, and he gives you a good time. He plays music, he gets out here, he makes you do shit. You know, even when you don't want to, put your hands up, put your own hands up, you know, like that. And next thing you know, you're having a good ass time. Well, he's turned that into a living. He feeds his family like that. Because once again, the Bible says your gift will make room for you. It'll spread you out. It'll allow you to do things. That's your gift. There's 2 ways to make money in this world, sales and service. You're going to have to do one of them. People be trying to act like there's another way. It's sales and service. You got to do one of them to make money. You know, I'm not selling nothing and I ain't providing no service. Excuse me, what? Well, you ain't in sales, Steve. I'm in sales and service. I'm in the happy business. I entertain people, but I also provide a service. You know, I work for several companies. It's the smartest thing I've learned to do. When a door closes, when they cancel a show, when they tell you your ratings ain't this, if they tell you you're fired, if they tell you they're letting you go, if they tell you they're closing down production, they're closing your company, walk up the hall. Because when the door closes, all that means is God got another door he wants you to go through. Take your ass up the hall. Quit standing at that door, banging on it, hoping it reopened. The plant is closed. They gave you the pink slip. They shut the production down. They canceled your show. They told you you fired. That's it. Stop standing at the door. Walk up the hall. It's some more doors, man. That person that shut the door, them people, that ain't God. Them people don't control you. It's more than one door. You got to realize that. Go up the hallway, man. It's another door. Once I learned, you know, they canceled a show of mine years ago. I said, I ain't got time for that. Well, what are you going to do? I'm going to go see what God wants me to go do. You think because that show got canceled, he just give me something else to do. They told me my talk show was closed 2 years ago. Okay. I'm off TV. Because you know what? I was getting tired. You know, I work so much, man. I got a lot of shows. I was getting tired. God said, I'll fix that for you. I'm going to take the 34 weeks, turn it into 2. I'm going to give you the same money. Now, people that don't know, oh, he lost his show. Oh, okay. I count money. I don't count ratings. If you're getting the same check, what's the difference? Hey, this one young ass boy was interviewing me, man. Yeah, Mr. Harvey, you know, I think you need to focus on getting your zeros back up. I said, little boy, I'm not studying them zeros. I'm putting commas on my check. You know what you should do? Every time you get a chance to experience first class, you should do it because it plants a seed. It's like the next time you buy an airplane ticket, just ask for an upgrade. Pay a little extra money, fly first class. What it does is it conditions your mind. Once you get in first class and you see how wide the seats are, and you find out why they shut that curtain, see, because they shut that curtain because they can't let you see what's going on up there. They passing out hot nuts, everybody get a washcloth, they got a menu, you get to decide what you want, all the drinks is free. Once you sit in first class one time, the next time you get on a plane, it's very difficult to walk past them seats. And then your mind starts thinking of ways to get back to first class. And guess what? That's what you start attracting to your life. And you start behaving and producing stuff to get you back into first class. That's how you move up. You just take, like buy you one really expensive outfit. Just see how it fits. That shit is high for a reason. Don't think they down there just putting prices on. Buy a really expensive pair of shoes, ladies. Buy a really expensive purse one time. Just go on down there, buy the real Louis Vuitton that ain't ever on sale. Louis Vuitton don't even have sales. Just get you one. When you carry it, it changes your life. It will then cause your mind to subconsciously produce thoughts to get another one. And next thing you know, you attract the thing you need to produce the outcome that you want. Life is all about the law of attraction. That's how you do it. Just try it. What really changed my life, man, was I got in Amway when I was about 24. I got in Amway. And that changed my life, man, because the first time ever, they introduced me to self-help books. And I read 2 books that changed my life. It was The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Vincent Peale and The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz. I read them books and it changed my life. But it also made me remember what my mother had taught me because she was a Sunday school teacher, because all self-help books are Bible-based. It's nothing, everything comes from the Bible. All them self-help books, that's Proverbs. That's all it is. It's the book of wisdom and understanding. If you could read that, it'd change your life too, but sometimes you need, regular books where you can relate to it differently. But it's all comes from the Bible. It's like a great book is The Secret, but if you read The Secret, it's all Bible versed. I mean, it's just based on the Bible. You can't think of nothing new how to tell a person to succeed without the Bible. You can't. It doesn't work that way, so.
All right, families, mask off, please.
A couple of books changed my life, man. But The Magic of Thinking Big was huge for me. It just taught me one simple principle. It don't cost no more energy to think big than it does small. You can say Volkswagen and you can say Rolls Royce with the same amount of effort. You ain't got to grunt to say Rolls Royce. So if the Bible is true, which it says a man is as he thinketh, if you think poor thoughts, you got to be poor. The moment you change that thought into wealth or riches, you start the process to becoming wealthy or rich. It's not a magic trick. It's really how it works. People complicate it. You got to do this and you got to do that. But the Bible's pretty plain. They ain't got no loopholes in it. Really don't. It's just real simple. It say what it say. All you got to do is believe it's talking to you. That's what it is. Most people don't think that God is talking to them. that I come to give you life and give you life more abundantly. You don't think he talking to you? He'll give you life more abundantly. He do. He really will. You ain't got to be rich to have an abundant life. Sometimes you just need to be healthy, happy. You know, you could be really happy, man, making $70,000 a year. You really, really can. You don't need a few million. I did, but you didn't need a few. It helped me a little bit. But to be honest, it didn't make me happy. It really didn't. Until you, well, need God to be happy. So I ain't no preacher, so we got ministers in the room, so I'm just telling y'all from a hood perspective what I did to get here. You can go to church and hear it, or take it from a dude that come out the bottom, ain't got nothing. Ain't gonna pass no offering tray. I don't really care. If you don't believe me, you ain't got to. It took me a long time to get here, but God had me on the route he wanted me on. I didn't always agree with the route. But think about when you ask God for something, my mama used to say it all the time, you can't tell God how to bless you. See, you can't tell him what you want and then tell him how to do it. Because it ain't gonna ever be the way you want it to. Because if where you at today, if God had showed you what you would have to go through to get to where you are today, you would turn back. You would go, oh, no. I don't want that part. I don't want to do that. I don't want that part. You would have missed who you are today. Because in order to get to who you are, you had to go through every single thing you went through. You wouldn't even know what you know. You know, you hear old people say all the time, you can't have a testimony without a test. You got to have some test partners. That's the only way to have a testimony. So I used to be a little upset, man. I didn't understand how God had me go that route, man. If you was gonna make me famous and well off, you could have just did it a lot quicker. But he said, no, I'm gonna make you homeless. I'm gonna leave you in a car for 3 years. You're gonna think about me often. I'm gonna let you decide who you want to marry. I'm gonna let you do that. Then I'm gonna show you who you should marry. I'm gonna let you make all these mistakes. I could not understand why I kept making all these mistakes. And then it became evidently clear after I became successful and several years after that. He needed all of that to happen to me, so when I talk, not in comedy, but in terms of motivation, I know exactly what I'm talking about. I can tell a person how to get up because I've been down. I can tell you how to win because I lost. I can tell you how to get over because I've been under. I can tell you how to get to the front because I've been in the back. And so that was everything I needed, man. That's why when young people ask me questions or tell me stuff, I got answers for it because, man, I've been through it. I took the long way round. I took everything. I think that's the part that young people don't get. Like, I talked to a lot of young acts today. I ain't doing that. That didn't pay enough. Did you hear what you said? You said it don't pay enough. But it pays. If you don't take the gig, you're going to get zero. Well, no. I want this, and they only pay. I said, how much did you want? I wanted $5,000 for the night. How much they offer? $3,500. Yo, dog, what else do you have that you can get somebody to give you $3,500 for the night? Go tell your jokes. Nah, man, they got to pay me what I want. But see, now you're not honing your craft and you're not making money. He said, would you have took it for $3,500? I said, yeah. He said, would you take it for $3,500 now? I said, no. But why you won't take it now, but you want me to take it? You don't have what I have. Well, what are we talking about? Just inch by inch, anything's a cinch. You got to take steps, man. It's hard to get young people to understand that. I want what you got now. You can't have what I got now. Yeah, I tell my kids all the time, me and my kids, we have this discussion. It take a long time to make a lot of money. If you think you can just go make a lot of money real fast, you're gonna be constantly disappointed. It take a long time to make money. I've been in this business since I was 27 years old. I'm 64. Man, come on. Look at what your life, well, you looking at now. You missed the 3 years I was living in a car. You didn't see that. You missed when I lost everything I ever owned twice. You missed the 2 divorces. You missed me flunking out of school. You missed all that. You see this now. This ain't how it worked now. Yeah, oh, it look easy. Yeah, I make it look easy. This hard. Come out here. Come turn this corner. I'm going to invite any one of y'all to come up here. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Family Feud. Here's Ricky. And Ricky, walk your ass around this corner and just do what I do. It's really hard. Like, what do you do for a living?
I work for a software startup.
Software startup. See, if I went to her job, I'm a failure. What do I know about software? No, what do you do, sir?
Physician.
A physician? Oh, you're dead. He's a physician. He went to school. He got to go to regular school. Then he got to go to another school. Then he got to get certified, go to another school. That's not me. I can want to be a doctor all I want, but it ain't me. It's just easy, man. You got to fit in. You got to do the gift God gave you. You're a physician. You're gifted. That's a God-given gift. Everybody can't go be a doctor.
All right, family, it's not soft.
It's not for you.
Clear it up.
Somebody said, Steve, you ought to be a minister. What? I love the Lord. I really do. God is my friend. He's the whole reason I'm here. God puts everything he has for you in your imagination. Albert Einstein had a quote. He said, imagination is everything. It's a preview to life's coming attractions. What actually happens is God puts your real life in your imagination. See, this stuff that you've been imagining is not hocus pocus. God is showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you. He puts it in your imagination. The problem with your imagination, though, is you tell it to the wrong people. That's the whole problem. See, if you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. How many times has God showed you something so vividly clear that you just knew it was perfect? You shared it with your loved ones and your friends, and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. You know why they couldn't see it? Because God didn't show it to them. He showed it to you. And so all these things you've been imagining has been God planting seeds in your head of what he has for you. That's why when you're driving down the street and you see the car in the window, you imagine yourself driving that one instead of the one you got, because that's the car God will give you. God is in your imagination. He ain't in your paycheck. He ain't in your current set of situations. God is in your imagination. I imagined at 10 I would be on TV. Now, I didn't get there till I was 38, but I got there. Do you know all the stuff you've imagined was really God just showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you? People don't understand that about their imagination. The school system would teach people the truth. The problem with school is it don't teach you how to be successful. That's the problem. College don't teach you how to be successful, nor does school. There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to be a doctor, lawyer, dentist, you got to go to school. But if you want to be successful, what you're supposed to do? You have to develop the principles of success. School teaches you how to memorize stuff. We're going to test you on it, and you recall what you've read, and we're going to give you a grade on it. Okay, when you get that degree, how you become successful, though? They don't teach you success. You teach success by changing your mental process. The difference between successful people and non-successful people, it has nothing to do with anything except how you think. That's the only difference, man. Successful people have developed the thought process. You all have it. You just got to learn the principles of success. All y'all. All of you gifted. All of you have a gift. God made you with a gift that brought all of you are gifted people. More gifted than me. You think because I'm out here, I'm the gifted one? I just got one gift. I can take information and transpose it into comedy immediately. Now that's a gift and a curse. That's a problem when you're young. You know how many swimmers I done took? Fine off. You know how many times I've been to the principal's office? I've been to the principal's office, I promise you, more than all of y'all total. 15, 20 times a year. Easy. Easy for just fine off, because this gift, I couldn't fix it. I didn't know how to control it. I just said what the I thought was funny. I ain't how you felt about it. It was displaced. I didn't have no comedy club. I didn't have no comedy career. So I just said the My mama was a Sunday school teacher. You know how many times my mama took me to church to get me prayed for? You know how many preachers done this to me? At the hill. Soon they do this, I pop right back. Ain't nothing happening. I be going, man, what is I'm coming down here getting my head hit for? And my mother thought something was wrong with me. Because I had this gift, but I couldn't fix it. But all of you are gifted. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting on them. I'm just telling y'all this. You have to understand, man, that God has a really great life for you. And he put it in your imagination. You just got to stop telling it to small-minded people. But your great life is in front of you. It's not behind you. What you did back there ain't got nothing to do with what God got for you. What you did back there was learn the lessons to get you to where you are at this particular moment right here. But what God got for you, do you know, man, that you can actually mess your life completely up? You can jack it all the way up, and you can turn around and get it right. Do you understand that? Do you understand that you could have had a baby out of wedlock and still be all right? Do you know that you can be divorced multiple times and still be okay? Do you understand that you cannot have a degree and still be just fine? You want to know how I know? Because I'm telling you what I know. I lost everything twice. I don't know if you've ever lost everything before, but I've been bottomed out twice. I done seen rock bottom 2 times. I've been through some walls up in here, man. I'm just trying to tell you, man, God is really with you. You ain't got to believe me. You ain't got to believe me. But keep doing it without God. Let me know how it worked for you. Matter of fact, write a book on how to make it without God. Because I want to read it. I want to read the first page. And then I want to read the last page because there ain't going to be but 2. You can jack your life all the way up. God is in the forgiving business. You can make all the mistakes you want to make or think you shouldn't make. God is in the get it together business. If you got dreams and visions, I got news for you. God is in the make your dream come true business. He did it for me. How he won't do it for you? A lot of y'all better than me. I'm just going to flat out tell you. Most of y'all ain't done what I had to do to get to where I am today. You just ain't had to do this type of dirt. You ain't been homeless, so you ain't had to scrap like me. Most of y'all didn't come, you're not old as me. I've overcome it all because I have a relationship with him. And you can listen to me and tell that I'm not a perfect person. I am not a perfect Christian. I have my flaws. I am a flawed human being. But guess what? You are too. You ain't got it all together. I dare you to say you do. I make a lot of money, man. But guess what? I ain't got it all together. I'm hurting. I'm hurting, man. Everybody tripping through something. Everybody, I don't care who you are. You're going through something. But if you got God, you can make it. I'm just telling you this little piece of information. Look, I don't see most of y'all most of the time. So you're sitting here, you're kind of looking at me a little bit odd. Why Steve talking like this stuff? I'm just trying to put you on game. Because let me tell you, all y'all want to be successful. And you want to be happy, but you got to get there. It's a shortcut to getting there. The shortcut to getting there is the relationship with God. If you try it without him, you're going to fail miserably. You're going to sink, man. It's going to be ugly for you. Now, this is what you got to do. Identify your gift and get busy with it. God gave all of you a gift. Identify your gift. It is the thing that you do the absolute best with the least amount of effort. That's your gift. Get busy at that. If it's drawing, if it's teaching, if it's sharing, if it's caregiving, he put that gift inside of you. He didn't hide it under a rock or put it under the mountain or put it on the mountain somewhere. He put the gift in you. And you look at me any kind of way you want to. What I'm just telling you is real. That's how you become successful. Identify your God-given gift, what he gave you at birth. If you do that, God will open up the windows of heaven and pour out a blessing that you won't have room enough to receive. Drove 40 minutes home, cried all the way home. This girl I rode with, she said, why you crying? It ain't but $50. You don't even understand. I'm born. She said, what you mean you born? I said, I know what I'm going to do the rest of my life. She said, you ain't winning but $50. I said, no, I've been praying my whole life. God, what is it? My life got to be more than this. I won that comedy competition. I went to work October 9th, the next morning, and quit my job. I'm going to tell you something. That decision cost me everything I had. I lost everything. I lost my family. I lost friends. I lost everything. I became homeless. I lived in a car for 3 years. But I just saw this. I saw this vision. I just pursued it. I said, wow, that's it. You have to take chances in life. If you don't take chances in life, you'll never have the life God has for you. Life is about risk. If you play it safe in life, you ain't gonna have much of a life. If you play it safe, you won't have much of a life. Life is risk. It takes courage to pursue your dreams. I just did it. It cost me everything, but eventually, God is very good, man, when he sees you take a leap of faith. He supplies you everything you need. Now, it's gonna cost you something, but most people are not willing to pay what it costs to go after your dream, because you're gonna have to hurt a little bit. And most people don't like being uncomfortable. If you don't want to be uncomfortable, please do not pursue success, because success is a very uncomfortable feeling. And I just learned to be comfortable being uncomfortable. If you can get that in your head, this too shall pass. Every moment of everything you've ever gone through, God got you through it. You didn't even realize it. He just got you through it. You can't name one thing he didn't pull you through. Well, I lost my mother. I'm still grieving over that. I lost my mama 21 years ago. I still grieve over it, but I'm here. You know, I got through it. You're going to get through it. But you got to take chance in life, man. Can't play it safe, y'all. God puts everything he has for you in your imagination. Albert Einstein had a quote. He said, imagination is everything. It's a preview to life's coming attractions. What actually happens is God puts your real life in your imagination. See, this stuff that you've been imagining is not hocus pocus. God is showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you. And he puts it in your imagination. The problem with your imagination, though, is you tell it to the wrong people. That's the whole problem. See, if you want to kill a big dream, tell it to a small-minded person. How many times has God showed you something so vividly clear that you just knew it was perfect? You shared it with your loved ones and your friends, and they shot it down. You know why they shot it down? Because they couldn't see it. You know why they couldn't see it? Because God didn't show it to them. He showed it to you. And so all these things you've been imagining has been God planting seeds in your head of what he has for you. That's why when you're driving down the street and you see the car in the window, you imagine yourself driving that one instead of the one you got, because that's the car God will give you. God is in your imagination. He ain't in your paycheck. He ain't in your current set of situations. God is in your imagination. I imagined at 10 I would be on TV. Now, I didn't get there till I was 38, but I got there. Do you know all the stuff you've imagined was really God just showing you a preview of a coming attraction he has for you? People don't understand that about their imagination. The school system would teach people the truth. The problem with school is it don't teach you how to be successful. That's the problem. College don't teach you how to be successful, nor does school. There's nothing wrong with it. If you want to be a doctor, lawyer, dentist, you got to go to school. But if you want to be successful, what you're supposed to do? You have to develop the principles of success. School teaches you how to memorize stuff. We're going to test you on it, and you recall what you've read, and we're going to give you a grade on it. Okay, when you get that degree, how you become successful, though? They don't teach you success. You teach success by changing your mental process. The difference between successful people and non-successful people, it has nothing to do with anything except how you think. That's the only difference, man. Successful people have developed the thought process. You all have it. You just got to learn the principles of success. All y'all. All of you gifted. All of you have a gift. God made you with a gift that brought all of you are gifted people. More gifted than me. You think because I'm out here, I'm the gifted one? I just got one gift. I can take information and transpose it into comedy immediately. Now that's a gift and a curse. That's a problem when you're young. You know how many swimmers I done took? Fine off. You know how many times I've been to the principal's office? I've been to the principal's office, I promise you, more than all of y'all total. 15, 20 times a year. Easy. Easy. for just firing off because this gift, I couldn't fix it. I didn't know how to control it. I just said what the I thought was funny. I ain't how you felt about it. It was displaced. I didn't have no comedy club. I didn't have no comedy career. So I just said my mama was a Sunday school teacher. You know how many times my mama took me to church to get me prayed for? You know how many preachers done this to me? Had to heal. Soon they do this, I pop right back. Ain't nothing happening. I be going, man, what is I'm coming down here getting my head hit for? And my mother thought something was wrong with me. Because I had this gift, but I couldn't fix it. But all of you are gifted. I'm telling you, I'm just waiting on them. I'm just telling y'all this. You have to understand, man, that God has a really great life for you.